So 4 months ago, this was a completely empty plot. Look how much progress has been made. In this video, I'm going to be speaking to Sidan Associates, a construction company in Ghana. They built several beautiful homes out this way. Today, we're going to be touring some of their projects. Their time efficiency is unmatched. So I want to get to know how they're able to progress this far. You guys know how complex construction can be. So without further ado, I'm going to invite one of the project managers to speak to us. Hi, Felix.
Hi, Jasmine.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good.
That's
Hope
good.
you're well too.
I'm very well, thank
Yes,
you.
fantastic.
Could you introduce yourself to my subscribers?
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Felix, projects manager with Sidan Associates and Partners Limited. We are the team for your construction and design projects.
All right, Felix. So where are we today?
We are in Tema Committee 24, the TDC Palm Ridge. This project you are seeing right behind me is a 4-bedroom plus 1 project that was completed in 4 months, like you stated rightly. We're undertaking this construction for one of our clients.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So before we continue on this bit, can you give them a brief on what you guys do? Building homes, there's a lot of parts to it.
Yes.
So can you share what bits you're involved in?
At Sidan Associates and Partners, we are a design to construction firm end-to-end. In fact, when it comes to conception to completion of your building project, that is what we do at Sidan Associates. We also do 3D visualization and animations for real estate groups and real estate developers. And aside all that, too, we also build for real estate companies as well.
Right. So basically, you're all somebody will need to build a home.
Exactly, from start to finish.
To finish.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can you take us through this project and tell me a little bit about it?
Okay. As I said earlier, this is a 4-bedroom plus 1 unit that we're undertaking for a client.
Okay.
So we did the design and completed it last year.
Okay.
And we went through securing the permit process. And then after that, we moved to site.
Let's say somebody wants to work with you, but they only need an aspect of your service. Would you still provide it, or it has to be the full package?
We can provide the segregated parts of the package for you.
Okay.
So if you want design, we can do design for you. If you want construction, we can do constructions. We have instances where people have come with their own designs from different firms, and we undertake the construction for them.
While we're touring, I also want to know, how do you think you managed to do this much in 4 months?
So at Sidan Associates and Partners, we are a team.
Okay.
So it is not a one-man affair.
Right.
So we have myself as a projects manager. We have a resident site engineer, the site foreman who is in charge of labor, and then we have the unskilled labor.
Right.
So before we come to site, we actually sit down, we do our preliminaries, and we give you the projected timelines for the project. Once it is estimated that, okay, we are going to use, say, 3 weeks for a phase of a project, we make sure that we're on the site to ensure that in that 3 weeks, we finish it. We don't leave and come back.
So with this particular project, what stage are you at?
This one is at phase 6, which is the roofing is completed. So the client has decided to take a breather to reorganize himself, and then we continue from there into the other phases.
And how many more phases is left to completion?
For structure, shell and coil, it is done. We only have to do plastering. For the shell and coil. But the plastering at Sidan Associates, we consider it as finishing part 1.
The finishing is divided into parts. So parts 1 to parts.
So it depends on the piece and then the budget or the money that is available. So we're able to break the finishing into parts. So someone might come and say, okay, I have money for the plastering now. So we break it as part 1.
Okay.
And if he has money to do screeding, ceilings, and all those things, so we break them into parts and then we work it simultaneously. So in the finishing, we don't only say maybe plastering is part 1. It depends on the budget that is available. So ceiling, screeding, tiling could be part of part 1 of finishing, depending on the budget available.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So the money plays a big part.
Exactly. We ensure that your construction is carried out in an affordable manner, not overpriced. Yes. So in the construction phase, for instance, the way we assist you to save money, the company has a block factory and we sell to a rate that is affordable than the market's
Than the
pricing.
market,
And we
right.
also have our formworks and props, steel jacks, and all those things we rent to the project to ensure that you don't overburden yourself when it comes to the construction. Yeah.
So it ends up cheaper than you would if you were buying everything from
Exactly.
outside. Oh, this is very big. So
Yes.
this is what, the living area?
So this is the living area and the dining space of this particular project.
Okay.
Yes. As you can see, that's the TV area. And then there's going to be glass here when it's completed for the client.
Yeah, okay.
And then we've done some good piping works. And
Okay, so you guys do the piping, the wiring, all those type
yes.
of things you guys do
Yes.
it.
So
Okay.
before we start our plastering, we make sure we pass virtually almost every pipe.
Right.
And it is very secure. I know people do complain about the fact that you pass your AC pipes and then people end up stealing them.
Right.
But we assure you of security because every site project has a security on site, stationed on site.
Okay, so
Yeah.
those things cannot be stolen.
Exactly. And in events where we are going to take a long break, we advise you on necessary measures or precautions to take so that you don't have people stealing your cables or your AC items. We also have a surveillance or security camera also installed on the site to monitor activities and also to ensure security.
Oh, okay, that's
Yes.
really handy. It's almost like you have all bases covered.
Exactly,
really.
exactly. I mean, construction isn't cheap, so at Sidan, we don't want you to lose money or have theft or issues of losing money to anything because we do projects management.
Right.
Projects management is in the sense that someone has a project they are doing, they don't trust their contractor and they want a second opinion or a second view.
Right.
So we lend our service to the construction. So we're able to consult and oversee the project and see if they are doing the right thing. So we try as much as possible to safeguard your budget and stay within it.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. My other question is, so you know how you do it in phases? So
Yes.
let's say if I can afford phase one, I can
Yes.
pay for phase one, and then you guys
Yes.
do phase one, and
Yes.
then we build it up that
Exactly.
way, right?
Exactly.
So will you only give me a budget for phase one in that case, or you give me all the way through till the end? And you know how prices of things fluctuate and stuff.
Exactly.
Will my price change, or whatever you give me at the beginning remains the same?
Okay. Typically, what we do is a project like this, we are able to give you a cost overview of how much it will cost you to get to finishing.
Okay.
Let's say if it's going to cost you 150,000, we make you aware. In your preparation stages, if you go and delay those ones, at some point we look at the market prices of materials, just like you said, inflation. So we
Right.
look at some of these factors too. But if it is 150 and you are ready, we mobilize to site, it stays the same. And sometimes we even help you save money. So there's a part of our construction team, which is the accounting and finance team. So let's say we budgeted that we were going to use 150,000 and then in the end we've used less, we credit it back to your account. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what's meant to be behind this door here?
So this place is a kitchen, but it's currently being used as a site storeroom. There's a kitchen there, there's a storage, and then there's a pantry in there. This is a powder room / visitor washroom.
And that's a bedroom, is it?
No, that's an office.
Okay.
And then there's one bedroom here with its own washroom as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And this house, we are planning on making it a hybrid. We're going to ensure we use solar and then the national grid as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And you were saying you wanted to show me the backyard here?
Yes. The spaces we also leave in the back are also very spacious. If you look here, it's quite big.
Yeah.
And also you have some space
On the side
too
as well. So what's this person going to do here?
He hasn't said it yet,
Oh.
but we're going to add some greenery, green pockets
Okay.
in there.
Okay.
And then whatever purposes that comes up, we can just do it.
You can
on
even
your
have like a
food.
little outdoor kitchen.
Yes, you can come in. And you have this entire terrace for yourself.
For,
as well.
yes, okay.
Yes. He can set up something over
Like a
here.
sitting area.
Sitting area and outdoor space like you're saying.
Yeah, okay. You know how you said this person has taken a break?
Yes.
Is there like a timeline for how long you can take a break?
Yes, you
Okay.
can take a break as
Fine.
long as you want.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You have to find the money. So if you are not ready, there's no rush.
Okay.
Your site is protected, everything is safe.
Everything
So
is
once the
safe.
site is on break, for instance, we make sure that we also come periodically to check on the site,
Okay.
to clear the site of any weeds and to come and just consistently track what is happening on the site.
And do you work in specific areas or it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter. We
Oh,
work.
okay. Anywhere.
Anywhere.
So, and then this is what, a bedroom?
This is a family area.
Oh, family area.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the balcony or terrace. And then we have a box room over here. This is where the site security is currently sleeping. This is one bedroom and it's washroom. The interesting part about constructing your homes or your residences is the case where you ask, well, if I don't have the money today, can I go and come back tomorrow? It's very simple,
matter.
very, very simple. I
Right.
mean, there's no pressure because we also advise people, don't break the bank to build. Don't get yourself into a tight spot so that you don't end up being stifled.
Right. Okay. I get
Yes.
you. I'm curious, like, what's your opinion, like buying or building? Which one do you think is a good idea?
This is a delicate topic, so there's a little bit of tact to it. There are advantages in buying, and then there are advantages in deciding to build yourself. So, like the spacious areas you are talking about, you wouldn't get them in buying in a prime area because they need to economize the land and all. If you have a land in a prime area, you can also design and then choose how your spaces should be. Exactly.
Okay.
So, and then there are other things like people don't have time on their hands and they want to buy homes. But in all I tell you is try as much as possible to have the right team to advise you right. Whether you are buying or whether you are building, you need to do the right thing. The diligence part is very
important.
Yes.
It's not black and white.
It's not black and white. But personally, I would love to build my home.
Right.
Yes. If I am to purchase a home, probably for short lets or as an investment.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
So this is the walk-in closet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then the washroom of the master.
Down the back. Okay.
Yes. Aside the toilet, there's a stand shower and also a bathtub that is going to be incorporated.
Okay. So if the person comes today and they say they're ready to finish up, what would be the timeline if they have the funds to complete it? How long will it take to do all the finishings and everything?
So all finishing, if everything is available, we do mobilization, which in 4 months we should be done.
It should be done. Oh, okay. So then basically total 8 months
yes.
to complete this.
Yes, to complete this particular one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this one as well, you guys did the architecture on it,
yes.
Is that right? Okay.
So we went through the design phase, did the iterations with the clients.
Okay.
So in our design phase too, it's not in silo. We don't just design and impose on you.
Okay.
So you also have the opportunity to iterate in the base drawings before we go into finishing it.
Okay.
So we present to you, this is this room, this is the size of this room, this is this place. If you want any special things incorporated into your design, we make sure we give you the permission to do all that.
Okay.
Yeah, and the designs are not expensive too.
So what's starting price of your design?
A starting price of a bungalow is 5,000 Ghana cedis. And then 1 story, 10,000 for residential homes. But for commercial properties or big projects, usually those ones, the cost is vary. But for residential, ground floor is 5,000, 10,000, and it keeps going. If you come to, we'll look at the pricing and give you some discounts.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So if somebody is doing an apartment but it's meant to be residential, would that be considered residential or
commercial residential?
Residential,
but it's commercial.
Well, I guess
so
long as it's apartment, it's considered commercial.
It's commercial. The purpose is what defines whether it's commercial or residential. So this entire project, when we were doing the preliminaries and preparing the bill of quantity, we were looking at 1.6 million to fully finish it with tiles. I mean, except furniture.
Okay.
And now we're here. We also have another project just in this enclave too, which we budgeted around 1.3 million, which is also in this area in this enclave, and we can also take a look.
Okay, cool. All right then.
We'll be finishing this project off quite shortly, but you know how the space looks like right now. So we're also able to come up with the interior visualization of the space.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How every item is going to be positioned, how it's going to look like, and the things you want to input. So our interior visualization team also assists us in that. So you have a fair idea, and then you're also able to make provisions for that.
So in terms of designing the space, like with furniture and those types.
Yes.
Oh, so that's all inclusive.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's nice. And is the client able to contribute to how it's been designed?
It is your home. Everything. Even during construction, there are cases where we've had clients come and say, oh, I don't want this anymore. I've changed my mind. So we just have to sit down as a team, see how we incorporate it, to look at the structural drawings and see if it doesn't affect or it doesn't cause so much problem. We review budgets and we are still on course. Yeah.
So the 1.6 for this would include all that?
Yes. Includes that. Aside residential spaces, we also design office spaces, shops, bars, hotels.
So anything building.
Yes, anything building. Welcome to the second site I spoke to you about in the same enclave. And this is also at phase 5.
So what's this for? You sign in when you come
Yes,
in?
when you come to site, we take attendance, and then.
Oh, okay.
So this is Simon. He's
Okay.
one of the site engineers
Right.
on this project.
Okay. So how long ago was this project started?
So this is 3 months, and we're at phase 5.
Phase 5.
In the next 3 days, we will start in the next phase.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So he
So
has his money ready.
yes, so we just had
Okay.
approval and clearance to start the next phase. So this is currently phase 4. We are going into phase
Phase
5.
5. Okay.
Yes.
So phase 4 is what? What's
So phase 4 is parapet, roof gutters, and also overhangs. If you have any suspended slabs, so there's a slab in front here.
Okay.
There are other slabs, and then we have a few block work, and then the roof gutter before the roofing comes.
So the roofing is phase 5.
Phase 6.
Phase 6.
Yes.
Okay.
So phase 5 is like the shelter houses.
The
roofing.
roof.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
So that's the bit you're about to do now.
Yes, that is what we're about to do now.
Okay. Off camera, Felix, you were talking about how stressful building can be.
Yes.
So how do you make it not stressful? Because you said building doesn't have to be stressful, even though for the most part it is.
Undertaking a project shouldn't be stressful if you have the right team and if you do the right selection. So like this project, for instance, the client works at the bank. His wife is also not in Accra. We are doing all this for them.
For them, okay.
Exactly. So they visit periodically to just come and look at the progress of their project. And they also get reports. There's a weekly reporting system where we share with you on where we are gotten to. If there are any contingencies or any delays that it is effectively communicated to you. And then we give you updates on your materials, what it has been used for, what quantity is left, and all those things. So it makes it stress free. So you are not scared somebody is taking your cement or taking your iron rods to any place. Yeah. We also give you permission to bring third parties to also come and evaluate us.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Very transparent.
Yes, very transparent. I mean, so that is what we offer at Sidan Associates and Partners: transparency, honesty, and very professional.
Yeah. Is this meant to be like a porch?
This is a porch.
Right. Okay.
And then that will be the entry to the living area. This is going to be a glass.
Oh, okay.
When it's completed, and then that is going to be the dining area. In the previous project we are coming from, for most part of the construction, the client wasn't also around. He had traveled, and I mean, he came and then he realized we had finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
and he was very impressed. Yeah.
Okay.
He was surprised actually.
Right.
Yeah, because he shared an experience when we were about to start the project that he tried doing a first project with some people and it didn't go so well. And he had to do a lot of micromanagement. And then he realized that this one was very stress-free.
Right.
Sleep, wake up, the work is done.
And
everything is accounted for. This is the living area for this particular project. So as you can see, it's very spacious, but not as compared to the other one. So the client decided that they want a size like this so that they can finish it quickly.
Okay. You've left a lot of space on the side over there. What are you going to do with that?
So the client decided that we do a second property of the same size on the other part.
And this is one plot, right?
Yes, this is one plot, not standard 70 by 100, just a little bit bigger than 70 by 100, around 85 by 100.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the middle, there's an island of greenery.
Okay.
So we incorporate trees into our designs to ensure that we balance your building with nature as well too. Unless you don't want it. Even aside this project, there are other finished projects we have in the community. We have some in Solomon City, which is completed, which is very close to this place as well. Community 22, 25, they are all completed. And I mean, for most part of the construction and the activities, the clients who are corporate workers, they get to come to the sites by weekend or they schedule a site visit at any point in time. You can also decide that you take chair and come and sit and
watch the whole thing, right? Okay.
Yeah. So for this project, this is going to be the kitchen and then the store and then there's a kitchen terrace. Yeah. This particular project, personally, I like it because it's very efficient. It serves the purpose of if, I mean, you have a family of 2 children, 3 children, you're able to enjoy your space. And then your budget too is very affordable.
Yeah. I love the opening, so there'll be so much light coming in from the windows and stuff.
So air, light is very crucial to us too when we are designing. We try as much as possible to incorporate all these things. We help you see, of course, you don't rely so much on the national grid. You put on a lot of ACs, you put on a lot of light in your space. No. We help you to bring down all those costs.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are in your house, but you can still have fresh air coming in from the windows. You have adequate lighting from the glass areas.
Right. Okay.
Yes. And in terms of security too, before we complete this place, usually on the ground floor, we will introduce a burglar-proof system.
Okay.
Aside all the other security systems, which is the barbed wire, security
And
cameras.
that is all included in the final cost of
Yes, in the 1.3 for this
1.3
project.
for this place.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are there alternatives to burglar proofs? Because some people don't like them.
That is where the other buffer systems or other security systems come into place. So we would advise you security cameras, the security fence, and motion sensors and all, so that you are alerted. Though with burglar proof, it might take some time for the person to enter, but in the case where you have all these other systems too, you are alerted on time.
Right.
Yes. So this is the visitor washroom. There's a bedroom on the ground floor.
Okay.
So in this particular project, the client wanted us to hide the staircase from the main living area. So all the bedrooms are en suite. So this is the bedroom and that's the washroom behind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of windows.
Yes. So fresh air is very important. It's very key. So moving on to the first floor, we have 3 bedrooms on the first floor. And there's also a kitchenette area. It used to be a family area, and during the construction, the client and his wife decided that they want to repurpose that particular area.
Right. Okay.
And then it was converted to a kitchenette. This is the space I'm talking about.
Oh, this is the kitchenette.
Yes, the kitchenette area. I mean, we can still incorporate 2 or 3 in one sofa, and it was still
because it's quite spacious,
Yes,
and the
it's
kitchenette will only take a little
a
corner.
little portion of the space. And then this is another bedroom, and it's washroom.
Okay.
When it comes to building with Sidan Associates and partners, your information is very safe with us. We don't disclose our client name and identity and who the projects belong to. Yeah, exactly. I mean, people want to stay low key, so they don't want to be on their radar.
Yeah,
yes. We try as much as possible to keep it closed. Yeah.
These are considered high ceilings, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, I thought so.
Yes, very high. So
very high.
the floor to room height, we usually do 3.2 meters to 3.3.
Okay.
Yes, that's like 11 feet.
Space. Yeah, okay.
This place is double volume.
Okay. This is all going to be opened, is that right?
So we are going to have a balustrade around it to just protect kids and also just a safety measure.
Right, but you can see the living area.
Yes, you are going to see the living area from here. So this is the master bedroom.
Okay.
And he has the option of accessing the balcony himself. So it's for only him.
He's the only one that can access. You can only access
the master and his wife. That's all. And then a small closet here, and it's a washroom. This project also in Palm Ridge, Committee 24. Just like I said, we have several other, including completed ones, which are also close by.
Okay. So this is beginning to end architectural, that's all you?
Yes. Yeah. So we did the designs and we are doing the construction as well.
Okay. What are these?
So we are going to use them for electrical piping.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What's your background? Like, what did you study in school?
My first degree is in medicine.
Oh, okay.
Physician assistantship. And then I decided to come into architecture and engineering. One interesting thing you should get to understand is the leads on all construction projects have a background in construction. You're either a civil engineer, an architect, a construction management technician.
Oh, okay.
So we don't just sample anybody just to come and put on the site to supervise. They are all in the related field, either in the engineering field or the built environment space.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been running for now?
Just this past March, we turned 1.
Oh, lovely. Yes. You guys better get in quick while they're still new, because like after 5 years, the prices will change, I'm sure.
Oh, hopefully, I mean, the way the dollar is coming down, we should see some downtrend in pricing and all that. Once we are seeing the downtrend in the dollar, hopefully the economy gets way better than it was last year. Because I mean, the build cost from last year has dropped slightly as compared to now.
Already.
Yes, because iron rods is already responding to pricing. Cement should follow. And then, I mean, the budget for our projects and everything will also follow as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, fingers crossed for that. Felix clearly has very high hopes for that. So do I, but you know, anyway, let's see what happens. So that's it for Sidan Associates. Thank you so much, Felix, for taking us around.
Welcome.
I was just telling him that I'm already sold. I think maybe I should consider using them to do my next project because, I feel like their services is quite thorough.
Yes, very robust.
Just the transparency as well. It makes me very comfortable. So if you guys are looking at building, if you're considering doing anything, definitely speak to them and consider them as an option, because I feel like their services are comprehensive. Absolutely, yes, because they're taking you from the beginning all the way through to the end.
Yes.
So what's the best way for people to contact you, Philip?
If you want to reach us, you can visit any of our social media platforms. You can also visit our website at www.sidanassociates.com or call in.
All right. Thank you, Felix.
Welcome, Jasmine.
Okay. I'll leave all that on the screen as well as in the description box below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed touring this place. And I guess I'll see you in my next one. Don't forget to follow your bliss. So, now life is short. Follow your bliss, na nipa ye den. Follow your bliss, na de besi biya ye, and follow your bliss, na den ne mada. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.